Praise ye the Lord. A wonderful proclamation that exclaims our faith that God is, that God exists. This is the very foundation of our belief as Christian people. We say, yes, we believe that there is a God and that He does exist and that He is forever looking down upon us and expressing His love and devotion to us. So, as we understand that, then we turn that around and say, hey, if God so loves me so much, then I should love Him too and return that love to Him in our exaltation, in our expression of faith, and our living our lives in such a way that we show by our actions and the very lives that we live that we are people of faith and that we do believe that there is a God. And so intense is that faith that we say we have to share it. We have to tell our fellow brethren that God is real in our lives. And that brings us to that place as we find in Psalm 106 when it says, praise ye the Lord, give thanks unto the Lord, for He is good, and His mercy endureth forever. And that brings us to the very thought about as we live our lives, the interaction between us humans and God the Father. And how many times has it been that there have been circumstances in our lives to where God has clearly intervened? Because we look at the situation such as it is, and we say, well, only God could have done that, because everything in the natural realm says that should have been a disaster. But it turns out to be sometimes great miracles in our lives, and just the reality that God has been present there. And it also speaks of His tremendous mercy. And this is what he says here in the Psalms. For His mercy endureth forever. I thank God for His wonderful mercy to me, because, quite frankly, I don't deserve it. As a human person living in this body of flesh, prone to fail, prone to be disobedient at times, all of those things that are part of this human experience. But yet, I realize that God does love me, and that He has granted me pardon from my sins if I'm willing to just be honest and just confess, yes, I failed. God, I have sinned. And the Word of God says that if we confess that He's faithful and just to forgive us and to cleanse us from all of our unrighteousness. You see, this is a great psalm of hope, because hope is very important in our lives. The hope that, yes, there is God's mercy, there is forgiveness, and there is a reality that we can continue to walk with Him with full assurance. It's Pastor Jack King with the gospel on the radio broadcast.